Hey everyone, and welcome back to my next Escape from Tarkov video. I got Max Hideout Management a few days ago, and I've been reaping the rewards ever since. This skill is leveled by using water filters, air filters, and fuel, as well as crafting items. I made a video on how to level this skill along with crafting, and how to power level them, so don't hesitate to go check that out if you haven't already. It explains some more detail of what's going on here. So let's go and look and see exactly what we can do here. As it shows in the wiki, once you reach elite level, it reduces the consumption rate of your filters, like your water filter. Oops, that's elimination. Your water filter, how fast you consume water filters and how fast you go through air filters. It reduces that by 25% and increases zones bonuses by 50%. So everything from your rest space in your library gets a boost to their bonuses by 50%, and then things like your Intel Center as well, and like the solar power, and everything else in between. There's a bunch of them in here, but it increases those by 50%. So this means you have a bunch of bonuses that aren't just passive, like kind of there, you don't even notice them. It's hugely noticeable. I get insurance back in as few as like 8.5, 9 hours sometimes now from Therapist, and my scav time is so short that sometimes if I have like a really good scav run, I'll scav in, and by the time I get out of the raid and get all the shit sold and get ready to go again, my next scav is ready. So that's huge. And I like to scav for fun. I like the challenge of not having gear and kind of working your way around maps. It also knocks the flea market commission down by a lot more. I'm below 5% on many items, and that's a huge amount of money, especially when you consider how much crafting I do and how much stuff I sell on the flea market. So those are not just small things. They're actually pretty big. The other insane bonus I notice is how these double stack with the generator. So when the generator's full, I don't have it full now, but I'll show you a little quick clip here. I have over 42 days on my fuel. Each can is 128 hours, and then 77 hours on the little ones. But that's 1,028. I think is what it rolls down to. It's over 42 days that I can not touch my generator. These bonuses also apply to how fast you regenerate energy and water and hit points. So you can see here the totals, 168 HP an hour in totals, a little over 14 a minute, which means if I die, come back with 220 health or half health, to get that 220 health back and regenerate is like 20 minutes, and that's a scav run. So I can potentially not even spend money on healing after raids. The other bonus that goes along with Elite Hideout Management is the 2 additional slots it provides for your filters. So like I can put 3 filters in instead of 1, and the 2 additional air filters, so you have 5 instead of 3, as well as 2 additional slots for fuel. So I have 8 instead of 6. And then the one that everybody is probably the most hyped about is I can now hold 5 Bitcoins instead of 3. So with my Bitcoin being at max, it's 25 hours before my Bitcoin farm fills up, making it much easier to collect Bitcoins and not have downtime. I'm usually collecting these at the end of the day at 3 or 4 of these at a time, and it just makes sure you've always got the Bitcoin farm running instead of pausing because it's full. The water filters are also a huge help, just because you don't end up with half-filled jugs, right? So when a water filter runs out, so like when this guy runs out here, this thing's going to keep running because it's going to just switch to this filter, and then so on and so forth. So you don't end up in the morning when you get on with like 10% of a filter or a water can filled. It's full all the time when it finishes, as long as you keep these full. Now, combined with the elite crafting skill, which I also have, I'll show you guys here real quick. I'm not trying to brag, just showing. I guess I am kind of bragging a little bit, but elite crafting, elite hideout management, it makes the hideout so incredibly valuable. Now, I thought the hideout was valuable for these skills, but these are game changers in my opinion if you take advantage of them. It makes it so you can craft items that no one else can and still make a profit, and increases your profits out of the hideout in every way. Like I said before, I have a video explaining how these skills are leveled and how I power level them. So go check that out if you want to see how I did it and do it yourself. Well, that wraps up the video. I hope you guys liked it. If so, make sure you hit that like button. It helps out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you haven't yet, subscribe so you see when new content shows up. I stream on Twitch most weeknights, so come by and say hi there if you want to. And we have a Discord full of chilled, laid-back people who love to help out and answer questions, as well as brag about some of our awesome loot. So the link for that's down in the description too, so you can join there if you want to. Lastly, as always, thank you guys for watching the video. Your support is amazing and helps out in more ways than you guys can imagine. So with that, we'll wrap it up, and we'll see you in Tarkov.